I really wanted to do this review outside in the direct sunlight because I believe that this color, the metallic blue matte, looks best under direct sunlight. But the weather had different ideas for today, so here we are in the garage for a review of the BMW S1000XR. But fear not, because I am taking this beauty to the streets for this review. This is a 2018 model, brand new. And to address the elephant in the room, because I know that everybody is asking, does the 2018 vibrate as much as the previous model? Does it buzz crazy like the previous model? Well, in my opinion, it doesn't. The BMW engineer got to work and tried to address the vibration on the bike. They reworked the handlebar, and if you look, there is now a rubber component much wider that is taking care of the buzzing of the handlebar. This bike comes in 3 different colors. You have the classic BMW color that pretty much scream, I just got out of the racetrack, man, and this is the bike to do it with. Then you have the red color, which says, you know what, it might look like a tourer, but get out of my way because I'm super fast. And then you have this, undoubtedly the classiest color of the bunch, this blue metallic matte color that says, you know what, I'm a gentleman, but I still kick your butt up and down a twisty road. Other than that, you get a black frame and a black rear swing arm with black rims. It looks absolutely stunning, but the real gem is this engine, this 1000cc engine. Actually, one less, 999cc engine. This engine is a beauty. It's fast, it's reliable. It's one of my favorite inline engines that are out there right now. It's a proper liter bike, 165 horses and 85 foot-pound of torque. This bike is all about sport touring. It's very sporty, it's very fast, it's very nimble, but at the same time you can have amenities like the side panniers to carry all your luggage. You have a rack in the back, you have handguards up front, and an adjustable windscreen that you can adjust up or down depend how you feel that day. On top of that, you get all the amenities you've come to expect from a high-end BMW motorcycle. You have cruise control, you have riding modes, you have ABS, traction control, pretty much all the rider aids that you can find around the industry. On top of that, signature BMW, you have heated grips. They are on every single model you can buy from them. On this particular bike you also have adjustable suspension by switch, so toggle the switch and choose the setting for the suspensions. You have riding modes, you have LED rear light, and this one having the dynamic package also come with Dynamic Mode Pro. So you have ABS Pro, you have Dynamic Pro, and on top of that, this bike also come with the touring package, which gives you the frames for the rear panniers and gives you the setting for the BMW GPS to be plugged in and be integrated with the bike. So the basic model is around $16,000. This one is heavily upgraded, so it's a little higher. Being a member of the S family, this bike gets the best brake in the industry. We have a Brembo brake with Brembo discs and steel braided line. Beside that, you have an ABS Pro with lean angle sensor. So the ABS is going to be able to figure out what angle you're leaning and adjust his input according to how much you're leaning. You also get quick shift and auto blippers, so up and down, and trust me on that, it feels amazing. If that wasn't enough, this bike also gets slipper clutch, so there is not gonna be any rear wheel hopping while you're pressing it hard. This is a fast bike. This is a sport bike at heart, with all the comfort of a touring bike. This is not a tall bike. The seat height is only 33 inches, but because the seat is so wide and comfortable, you do have problem touching down even at 6'2" like I am. Now I have a 32-inch inseam, and I do touch. Sometimes if I squeeze my leg, I can actually touch flat foot on the ground, but most time for comfort you'll be tiptoeing. As with all their bikes, BMW offers an array of different seat heights. You can adjust the bike the way you want. If you're not so tall, they will have a solution for you. When it comes to comfort, this bike is second to none. Look at my position as I'm riding. It's upright, it's comfortable, I'm not stretching, I'm not reaching for it. It's just the way it's supposed to be for a sport tourer. But let's get to the practical side of things. This bike is about 500 pounds with a 1000cc engine. Therefore, you can expect a consumption of 35 miles per gallon, which for the power of this bike, it's not outrageous. It's pretty much very common. Other than that, you get some more space under the seat than a regular crotch rocket. If you remove the seat, there is plenty of space to put all your gloves, tools, or whatever you want to carry with you, with moderation as always. Under the seat you find the classic BMW toolkit that nowadays I'm still baffled when I see a toolkit being given with a bike. Enough with all those technical stuff, let's take the bike out for a spin and let's see how it goes.
This bike is supposed to be able to do it all. We're gonna see how it goes. I can tell you right off the bat, the riding position is super comfortable. I'm sitting very upright, the bars are not too far away. I feel confident. This bike has such a relaxed driving position. You can really ride this thing for hours. At slow speed and low RPM, everything works flawlessly. The quick shift up and down, same thing. I've been shifting up and down at all speeds, all RPMs, and it's been acting flawlessly. I mean, we're 3000 RPM right now, and it shifts like butter. Look at that. It's not like some of the quick shifters that you gotta be open throttle, full blasting to shift properly. This quick shifter really does it all. I have to admit, TFT displays are cool and all, but the analog rev counter always gets me. What strikes me is that the bike is really balanced. Like I seldomly feel the urge of putting my feet down when I come to a stop. It is very stable. I know that on previous model the usual complaint for the S1000XR was vibration. I sincerely don't feel all the vibration that people keep saying that this bike has. You have an inline 4 engine with 165 horses that makes that noise. I tried out at multiple RPM and multiple speed on the freeway and whatnot. I can't really, it's a motorcycle, it vibrates, but it doesn't have the annoying buzz that the previous model used to have. Now on those wide sweepers and moderate speed, the bike is laser sharp. It feels like riding a surgeon's scalpel. Suspensions are very good. I mean, we're talking about BMW here. It's not, we're not talking about somebody that doesn't know what they're doing motorcycle wise. The brakes are powerful. It's enough to stop 165 horsepower bike, and at the same time they're very easy to modulate. It's not one of those bikes where you have on and off type of braking. You can modulate the brake power very easily. When you downshift, you get some pops from the exhaust system, which are it's kind of cool. So all in all, this bike is really easy to ride fast. It's really easy to ride slow and in traffic. If you're looking for adventure on pavement and you come from a background of crotch rocket, this is probably the bike you want to be looking at. I'm not gonna say that this bike is good at doing it all. I would never take this bike off-road. This is not an off-road bike by any means. Now, would I recommend this bike? Absolutely. It's a fantastic bike. When you're riding this bike, never forget that this engine is the same engine that is in the S1000XR, just retuned. And for anybody that drove the S1000XR, they absolutely know how mental this engine is. Super fast, and at the same time, I'm not all hunchback, I'm super relaxed. So don't get fooled by the more comfortable position. Don't get fooled by the raised handlebar and wide handlebar. Don't get fooled by the fact that your wrists are not hurting. This is a proper sports bike. When you want to unleash, it's just as easy as downshift and open. Let's put it this way. Apart from rider mode, apart from electronic suspension, this bike will ride exactly how you want it to ride. You want it to ride nice and easy, nice and slow, it will do it without complaint. It will not stutter, it will not shake, it will just do it. You want to ride a little bit more spirited on wide, long turns and lean it without actually leaning yourself around. This bike will actually do it with no complaint. You want to ride like a maniac. You want to ride it like if this is a super bike. This bike will actually do it with no complaint at all. The engine will respond however you want him to respond. The suspension will respond properly for every situation. This is just a great bike. And to conclude the riding portion of our review, let's take this beast on the freeway. Let's see how well does it do and how comfortable it is. Cruise control. And now that I have the cruise control on, I can actually start talking properly like an Italian should talk. No need to have my hand busy holding the throttle. I can actually use my hand soft as intended. And when I get tired or when I get cold, I can just put it back on those toasty heated grips. If I want to deactivate the cruise control, I can touch any lever, including the clutch like I did right now. You don't have to pull on the brake or whatever lever you touch, the bike will disengage the cruise control. The bike is very comfortable even on the freeway. I really feel I can ride this bike for hour over end. I mean, right now is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been going at it since 11 o'clock and I feel pretty good. We're averaging right now 34 miles per gallon with an average mile per hour of 39 miles an hour, 5,500 RPM, and this bike does not buzz any more or any less than any other bike at 5,500 RPM.
The sun has been playing hide and seek with us, but nevertheless I was able to take the bike out and make a full riding review. Now the bike is being fantastic. It's super fast, it's very comfortable, and it looks great. And for all of those that look down to this bike, the only thing I can say is this. Now tell me that that is not a great sounding engine, and it goes even better on the street. So I really like this bike. It worked incredible. I had some fun in the twisty. I rode it for about 400 miles or so, and never a pain. As you guys can probably imagine, one of the things I loved about the bike is the engine. Fantastic engine. All throughout the whole S family, S1000R, S1000RR, and S1000XR, the engine is just an absolute joy. Other than that, the ergonomics, I was super comfortable and not that cold at all. Even if the sun was going away, then coming back, I even got some rain on me. I pretty much love almost everything about this bike. The only thing I really don't like about this bike is the rear light. That thing in the back, I wish they had a regular headlight back over here. It would have been so much better. I can't really find anything wrong with the bike. Mind you, I only had it for a couple of days, but still, I'm really trying to think hard what I don't like about the bike, but nothing comes to mind. On that note, if you have something you don't like about this bike, go down in the comment below and leave a comment. Once again, 1,000,000 times thanks to the guys at BMW Motorcycles of Riverside that are making all of this possible. Thanks for giving me the bike for a few days. Thanks for letting me drive this bike. And if you guys are looking for a bike like this, go check them out, and as always, they'll give you a great deal. If you want to support the channel, go get yourself one of those fantastic Albe ADV shirts. If you like the video, if you love the video and you want more review, subscribe. And I'll tell you what, while you guys watch this video one more time, I'm gonna go take this beauty once more on the road and have some more fun. Ride on, and I'll see you next time.
Drops down into the turn like nothing. Look at that. Whoa. Just scraped my shoe. I just scraped my shoe. It's fantastic.